It's Thanksgiving at the Griswold house and the food is ready. But Granny Griswold notices that someone has eaten all the pumpkin pies. Granny Griswold has an idea. Call the best pumpkin pie delivery service in town.
All about pie. How can I help you?
The Griswold family just loves pumpkin pie. So, to satiate the family's dessert hunger, Granny must make sure that everyone has enough pie. Unfortunately, All About Pie has changed their menu recently, and now only the radius of each pie is labeled. Let's look at the largest pie. First, we notice that this pie is labeled R equals 7. R is a common variable used to stand for the radius of a circle. The radius is the distance from a circle's center to its edge. The longest distance between one side of a circle to the other is called the diameter. The diameter is exactly 2 times the length of a circle's radius. In this case, the diameter is 14 inches. The diameter and radius are used to calculate the circumference and area of circles with one special ingredient, pi. Pi is what mathematicians call an irrational number. This means that the number cannot be expressed in fraction form. It also means that we can use a shorter form of pi in our calculations. 2 common approximations of pi are the decimal version, 3.14, which is accurate to 2 places, and the fraction form, 22/7, which is accurate to 3 places. But for us, using 3.14 for our calculations will be good enough. Pi is the ratio between a circle's radius or diameter and its area and circumference, respectively. For example, if you want to know the area of a circle, you simply have to use the formula pi r squared. Let's use this formula to calculate the visible area of the largest pie. First, we take our formula and we substitute 7 for r. 7 squared, as you may already know, is 49. We can write our answer in 2 ways. 49 pi, or in decimal form, using 3.14 for pi, about 153.94. Granny thinks 10 of these pies will satisfy the Griswold family. And it wouldn't be the worst thing if there are leftovers. Since it's a special occasion, Granny decides to get a special topping on the crust of the pie, whipped cream and walnuts. Let's take a look at the distance around each pie, or its circumference. The formula for the circumference of a circle is circumference equals 2 pi r. But since the diameter is 2 times a circle's radius, another way to represent this formula is to write it like this. C equals pi d. Just like with area, there are 2 ways to represent the circumference. 14 pi, or in approximate decimal form, 43.98. Confident that this is the size of pie she needs, Granny orders 10 pies, with the whipped cream and walnut crust, of course. The pies are ready, and the owner of All About Pie jumps in his pie-mobile and heads off to the Griswolds. If the distance to the Griswold's house is 50 feet, and the radius of the pie-mobile's wheels are 15.915 inches, how many revolutions do the wheels make between All About Pie and the Griswold's house? If we take the distance between these 2 points as 50 feet or 600 inches, and we know the circumference of a circle is given by the formula 2 pi r, we can find out how many rotations each wheel will make on the way to Granny's house. Evaluating what we have, and using 3.14 for pi, we can see that each wheel will make about 6 rotations between the 2 locations. Something smells good. And there's the doorbell. The pumpkin pies must be here. Huh. How in the world did Russ Griswold get in there so fast?